We parked up here last night, it were absolutely hysterical. It were pitch black, couldn't see a thing at all. Pulled into this spot, which is on Park for Night, and there's these logs right in the middle. So we pulled in down this side. We ended up doing like a 50-point turn. It might look big, but it's not when you're trying to turn Romany around, because we knew that if we went in that way, we were just going to get stuck in the morning and wouldn't be able to get out. So I'm literally in middle at night, stood out in front of a van, trying to direct Reese. It was so funny. Anyway, beautiful views this morning when we've woken up. Absolutely gorgeous. We're quite deep into Cymru now. You can see over here we've got a beautiful house just nestled in these hills here. Absolutely gorgeous. Steam train just went past. We've got the Dragon's Breath running all the way over the horizon there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just outstanding. You've got that kind of morning dew feeling as well, where you can feel winter approaching, and it's just gorgeous. Really fresh feeling, you know, when you wake up.
It's not even that cold. It's quite mild sort of for the time of year. Just been out for a little sort of jog / morning walk. It was actually one of our subscribers that said this mist that kind of comes over here, this cloud, is called the Dragon's Breath. Wales is just full of legend and myth, innit? I love it. Have you noticed Emma's got sensible shoes on for once? You say good morning. She's in a funny mood. She's in a quiet mood this morning.
We've got a real surprise for her coming up. I think she can feel that there's some change on the horizon. Wait till you see what we've got for her.
We're sort of deep into Snowdonia National Park now, sort of central Snowdonia. We're not quite sure where we're going next or what we're going to do. We're just going to try and explore kind of the whole of Wales, starting from the north, kind of going down to the south, all along the Pembrokeshire coast. Thank you so much for all your suggestions. If you keep those comments coming as suggestions of places we can go as we continue to explore this wonderful country of Cymru.
Come on then, we're going to go look at your new thing. You ready? Cover your eyes, don't look, don't peek. Look what you got! You got a new pram. Oh, look at this. This is posh, isn't it? There, what's that? Oh, you having a sniff? Look at a little tail going. I've put you a heat pack in there as well, so you'll be nice and cosy. Shall we strap you in? So this is a new pram. How awesome is this? And you know, we bought it off the most loveliest couple you've ever met. Absolutely gorgeous couple. They got some older chihuahuas and they happened to end up with 2 prams for them, so they sold us this one. It's just amazing. It's brilliant. It does all sorts. You can take this off and it's like a carry case, so that means that when we're going over like hills and stuff like that and it's really difficult, it's going to be much easier because we can just take this off, carry it, and then the pram base can be carried separately, and it folds like nearly flat. It weighs nothing, so much lighter. And then you can move the whole thing. So this comes this comes down, and then you can lift this up. Look at that. It's this. Do you like it, Daisy? It's even got like little pockets inside and everything. There's like little pockets in edges that you can put the little treats in, or although if I did that, Daisy'd just be sniffing pram constantly. So you can like turn this hood around so she faces you. But I think for Daisy, she needs to be able to look and see what dogs are coming and bark at her. Oh, just like that.
No. And the best thing about it, no more squeaking. Yay! No more squeaking. You can enjoy Romany Pirates in peace without squeaking.
It's like the Ferrari of prams. It pushes so smoothly.
So I'm not even going to try and pronounce where we are, but this place was recommended to us by Sian Russell, so thank you, Sian. No idea how to pronounce it, so if you could give us a pronunciation. But what a beautiful, beautiful place this is. We're going to check this out, we're going to explore it. There's actually an air here about 5 minutes from the town, but it's quite early, so I'm not quite sure if we're going to stay here or kind of continue moving on, but we're going to check this out because it's absolutely gorgeous. Although we've had a go at pronouncing the Welsh word for Wales, we're not going to try and pronounce anything else, not after the Liverpool episode where we described the Liver building as the liver building, and there were about 50 comments telling us we pronounced it wrong, so I'm not even going to attempt the Welsh. But Cymru is the Welsh, well, it's what Wales is called basically. It's only called Wales because of the English, something to do with the Anglo-Saxon. If you know more about the history, please let us know in the comments about that, because it's really, really interesting. But I did have a go at pronouncing that after looking on YouTube as to how to pronounce it, but I'm not going to try and pronounce this. But here we are anyway, it's gorgeous. Beautiful backdrop of the mountains and the forests with these like really stone, what I think is Welsh slate buildings or Welsh stone, something like that. And we know nothing about this place at all. We don't know much about Wales at all really. That's part of this journey, kind of finding Cymru, finding the real Wales, because we don't really know, apart from Snowdonia and the childhood holidays in Llandudno, that kind of thing. We don't know much about the country. So we're here to explore, we're here to find out, we're here to learn. Let's explore this.
It's funny Reese should mention actually be surrounded by mountains and stuff like that, because it feels very much like when you're in Spain, you've just got the really tall mountains all the way around you. In fact, that brings me to a question that we've had. One of our viewers has asked us about 3 times how we actually take Daisy through to Europe. I'm not going to go into it in this episode, but if you go back and have a look at our one of our vlogs, it's called This Is Not Going As Planned or something like that. We'll put the thumbnail in for you so that you can click on it really easily and find it. We explain exactly how we take Daisy through to Europe. There's government websites that tell you exactly the time frames for injections and for getting their certificates and everything else. I did find that quite confusing, so we explained it all in that vlog. So go back, have a look at that. If you've got any questions, obviously pop them in comments again and we'll answer them for you. But I don't want to get too nostalgic about being in Spain, because even though it looks very much like it, it's also much colder.
Yeah, thank you for that comment. And if you do kind of want to talk at length about it, just feel free to send us an email, romanypirates@gmail.com. We can kind of help you through the process. Yeah, if you check out that video, I'll just put a little thumbnail up, as Emma says, so you can kind of find it easily and click on it. And then any questions after that, just feel free to email us. This is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. Look at her, she loves it.
Do you like your pram? Is it a nice new pram?
Keeping in line with our usual Romany Pirates things, we've come on a day where it's shut. Not even kidding you, like everything feels a little bit closed. Again, it's becoming a bit of a pattern, isn't it? There's fish and chips there. Oh no, actually it might look open. No, it looks closed. We're gonna check it out anyway. This is called Pirate Radio Wales.
Look at this, looks like a cool little shop.
Oh yeah, it does.
I bet that's the vintage one that's seen down the front.
Can you believe this is shut? Like, it's becoming a running joke now on our channel that every time we turn up somewhere, don't matter what day, what time, it's closed. It's like they go, oh no, here they come, everything's shut, quick. And then as soon as they see us leave, they open it all back up again. I'm sure that's what's going on. Good that it's quiet, because it's just quite peaceful. You get to check out all these awesome, awesome buildings. The kind of buildings we like, where they can really tell a story. It just feels like there's a lot of history in this little town. And Emma's spotted a charity shop. Of course she has. To be fair, it's open. We'll probably do this and then grab a coffee in this little town or something. Yeah, this looks alright for a coffee, isn't it?
Corn baked fig, soft apricot, pine nut salad.
So here I am, walking up the side of a mountain in Wales. We're in the Mach loop now. Emma's not actually come up because it would have been so difficult to kind of try and get Daisy up here. It's really, really muddy and it's quite steep. It's really, really slippy as is. So I've just come up to try and get the shot. Emma's down in the car park where she'll still be able to kind of see the plane go over if it comes. There's never any guarantee, there's no flight schedules to this. You've just kind of got to get lucky. But if you do get lucky, it's one of the most epic sights you can possibly see. And the car park's absolutely rammed because everybody I think is expecting it. So we'll just have to see, but yeah, she'll still be able to see it and then she'll see the footage if I get the shot. Knowing our luck, it's Romany Pirates, innit? So it'll be shot, won't it? But it's worth a go to try and get this shot, to try and see this and show you how epic this looks if it happens. I've been chasing this shot for years, ever since I witnessed it with my mum. All those years ago. I've actually tried once before and it was an absolute failure. But I've since learned that they don't tend to fly on a weekend, so the pilots work a 9 to 5 job basically. So they tend to fly midweek, all through the week, you know, Monday to Friday. Around this time, so it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm going to give it, I think, I don't know, probably about half an hour to an hour and then call it quits. So if I'm lucky, I'm lucky. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm going to sit here. It's in a bad spot. We'll see it kind of fly down the valley, hopefully. Let's just see what happens. Try and get a bit higher. You notice how muddy this is. I don't think there's anywhere across there without getting really, really muddy and potentially slipping off there. Still no sign of it yet. I've been waiting about 20-25 minutes now. The conditions are perfect. It needs to be clear. That's when they fly, clear, midweek. There's no reason why this can't happen. Like, they don't schedule the flight time, as I say, so it's just a waiting game. You can see people up on the hillside there waiting, and also up there. A lot of people will sit here for like 7-8 hours, like all day long, to get that kind of one shot, that one experience. We ain't got the time to do that. You know, we can't really sit here for 8 hours when we're trying to explore the whole of Wales. We kind of got to keep moving and see it. So it literally is, if I get this, it's going to be pure luck, pure timing. Come on. Luckily, I've got the comfiest shoes on that I've ever worn. I'll talk about them in a minute. But when you study here doing all, these are what you need. Look at the conditions now though. This is perfect. Literally crystal clear blue skies. If it doesn't happen now, when's it going to happen? This is where the RAF basically do their training. It's called the Mach loop, and they basically swing around these hillsides here, but they come really kind of low and they kind of do all the twists and turns and stuff. Thought I heard something then. It's a car. I really want you guys to see it. Just feeling like it's probably not going to happen. And then do I include it in the vlog? Does it never happen from your guys' perspective? Probably keep it in. 40 minutes gone now, still waiting. It's not looking good, guys. The reason it's not looking good is because all the people that were on the cliff tops on the mountainside there have all gone. They're all making their way down. I can't understand it. You're probably screaming, if you do know about the Mach loop, saying, Reese, it don't do it in October, or I don't know. I'll have messed up somehow. What? We're going to give it another 10 minutes, I think, and then we're going to have to move on. That sun's getting kind of low in the background there. I don't want to find the park up in the dark out here. I'll try and get through the rest of Snowdonia towards the south through the night. It's really gutting again, just really, really gutted again, because damn, everything we do seems to be just, we don't ever strike lucky, do we, on this channel? Not an RAF fighter plane, but a helicopter. Something to look at, innit, I suppose, if it doesn't turn up. Unless they check it out, maybe they check out the conditions and then give the signal for it to fly. We could be in luck again. So I've just had a tip off from a lovely gentleman walking past who said, I'm just about to leave. And I said, what are the chances of a fly through today? And he said there should be one any second now. 2 F-something fighter jets and a smaller aircraft as well coming through here. So it looks like we're in luck. I'm gonna give it 15 more minutes because he said it's due any second now. Whatever you do, Reese, don't miss. It's been about 20-25 minutes since we spoke to that guy who said he's expecting him any minute. It's not looking good at this point. The sun's just setting behind that mountain over there, which would be the shot of all shots if this comes through now. Always been my bucket shot to come back and get this. But it really, really doesn't look like it's going to happen at all. So I'm a little bit gutted, but hey, the scenery is absolutely spectacular anyway, so I've enjoyed kind of just waiting around in the peace and quiet, really, to be honest, and just admiring the beautiful valleys and this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous autumn weather. We're going to head back now, guys. Never mind. The Romany Pirates curse continues. Had to call it a day, it's getting dark, we need to find a park up. Absolutely gutted again.
Do you know what? Apparently, people stand for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just waiting day after day after day to capture this.
It's worth it, Emma.
Even if I would have been fit enough to get up there, I wouldn't have done it anyway. Sat in van having a coffee.
What a
mental,
shame.
innit? No, there's better things to do in life than standing around waiting for planes to come past, isn't there? It's like waiting for a bus.
That excitement of trying to capture the shot, the actual shot probably wouldn't have been that epic, really. But the excitement of trying to capture it is good. Anyway, sun's setting, let's find a park up.
I think we'll be going down that way.
Morning, guys. So I slept in this little lay-by last night. Probably the quietest sleep I think I've ever had. It was really silent. You can hear the traffic kind of going past now, but during the night it was just silent, really nice sleep. Woke up this morning, little robins chirping in the trees and stuff. So really, really good night's sleep. A little bit muddy. Days were absolutely caked when I took her out for a wee just then. The thing in it about van life or travelling like we do is you wake up to these. Who wakes up to this in the morning? Like, I'm always so grateful every time I wake up and I just look out and I think, wow, I take this any day. You know, like, van life can be hard, especially in the winter. It can be difficult. You know, we're usually nice and toasty because of our setup, but it can be difficult. And then you wake up to this. We're gonna head down the road to a place called Barmouth now, which looks really, really cool. Hopefully it will be when we get there. First, we want to thank today's sponsor, which is Fitville.
If you watch this channel a lot, you'll know that I wear the most inappropriate shoes to go anywhere. And I gave in the last vlog and decided that I really probably did need to get something decent to be walking around in, especially when we're going through like mud and uphills and stuff like that. Anyway, during the week as well, I ended up trapping a nerve in my back. So I ended up with sciatica, and I've been in agony literally like all week. So these came just at the right time. Fitville have offered to sponsor us. They sent us these trainers. We got to pick us own and everything. And they're quite cool. They're basically trainer for anybody to wear. Obviously, you know, anybody can buy them, anybody can wear them, but they are specifically designed for people who have various different illnesses. So they do trainers for people who have got like diabetes, people who have got back problems, all sorts of different stuff. And they got in touch because, as you know, if you watch the channel, I've got quite a few illnesses and I struggle with a lot of pain. And these have come through and they're absolutely amazing. I've literally been wearing them all week. I've worn them for walking, I've worn them even just for sitting, because I don't know if anybody who is watching us has fibromyalgia, you'll know that your feet can even hurt, your legs can hurt, your back can hurt, even when you're doing nothing, even when you just sat. And sometimes for me, just sat, I get pain up my legs and all sorts. And these have been genuinely absolutely amazing. My feet have got so much room in them. They've got like proper supports in them, they're wide fitting, they're absolutely brilliant, and I've loved them. And I've been wearing them literally everywhere. My intention was to only wear them when we're going walking up into, like, you know, on any hills or anything like that, anywhere that's muddy. But I've had them on all week because my back's been so bad, and they really have genuinely helped. So I'm really, really pleased with them actually, and they're pretty decently priced as well.
So they sent me some as well, which is really, really cool because I needed some new running shoes. And when I'm running or even walking, my feet really hurt. When I went up that mountain yesterday, like, they didn't hurt at all. And that's because, like, the technical part of the shoe, it minimises impact and maximises stability. And they're really kind of wide set. So you feel like you've got like loads of room, just really, really cushiony. And I was stood on that hill, as you saw, for hours, and they didn't hurt, which didn't like me. I get those like shin splints and stuff when you walk or stood for a while. So even for me, these have been a game changer.
If you're anything like me and you struggle even when you kind of sat or stood for long periods of time, that can be because you're damaging the nerves in your feet without even realising it, or because you've got various illnesses that kind of exacerbate it. Therefore, a pair of comfortable and supportive Fitville shoes might be something that'd be good for you as well.
If you look down the website as well, you'll see that they kind of do all kinds of different shoes and trainers for various needs. Obviously, I chose running ones and walking ones because that's kind of what I like to do. Emma obviously chose ones that are going to help with the posture.
Tell you what else are doing all that you just don't find, which I was really shocked by: flip-flops. Flip-flops. How many times do you go on holiday and you're walking around in flip-flops and your feet are just killing you by the time you get to the end of your holiday? And they do specially formulated flip-flops. Can't even say that word. And they're absolutely brilliant. Like, I was looking at them and I thought, I'm definitely going to get myself a pair of them.
Just have a look and see which kind of ones would benefit you. Even if you want just kind of a good pair of running trainers, these are absolutely great. We didn't really want to do kind of sponsorships too much. That's why you've never seen us do them before. Like, we must have turned down maybe 100 different offers because we genuinely didn't want to offer something that we didn't believe in, or so we wanted something that benefited us and that we knew for certain would kind of benefit you in some ways as well. So if you like the look of these, check them out. Fitville have been kind enough to offer you 28% off. I'll put the code at the bottom, RP28, which doesn't combine with other discounts, but is a really good offer. We all love a bargain, don't we? We'll also leave the links to the website in the description of this video. But anyway, let's go check out Barmouth, and thank you so much Fitville. We absolutely love the trainers. Thank you for sponsoring this video. So this place we're going to is just down the road. It's just a 7-minute drive, so which is partly why we parked up here last night. So let's hope that it's not shut. Emma's just spotted this architecture here. Look, it's like jugglers, and it's got scaffolding on it, unfortunately, but there's like a dragon just here, which is nice. So another thing we've learnt about Cymru or Wales is that it's kind of known for poetry and music and dance, like that's integrated into the culture, and the myths and the legends are also kind of sweeping across. We've noticed that sat-nav's still going off. Look.
I don't know why that's still going on.
Where is it? She don't even know where it is, look. Turn it off. We know where we're going now, Emma. We're here.
I know, I'm trying to. There we go.
As we were saying, it's known for kind of this is real culture of poets and dance and Tom Jones and
Just Tom Jones.
Tom Jones. What a legend that guy was. Tom Jones. Boy, he's still alive. God, still here, isn't he, Tom? But yeah, it's this, and so we're picking up on that vibe continuously throughout the architecture and just the vibe of the place. But this looks actually really good. It looks cool, does this? Sat down to have a coffee in this lovely little pub area here. Just been into that charity shop there, and for a weird fish jumper, which I normally pay, I like weird fish, normally pay like a £5 in a charity shop, £40, £39.99 for a weird fish jumper. Like, come on guys, you know, it's for charity, innit? And it's, you know, it's, you've got it for free. Don't charge 40 quid. You can buy it for 40 quid in shop, probably. Oh, absolutely shocked. So we're just going to have a quick brew here, maybe a little snack, sitting here watching the world go by. It's got kind of a really kind of seaside, a bit of an old-fashioned seaside town vibe to it. But I like to look up at the buildings. Everybody kind of goes around, don't they, with the head down, just going in and out of the little shops, quite sort of surfery shops here. And they forget to look up at these really nice kind of buildings, this old kind of, yeah, it's that old slatey kind of stuff again. Gorgeous, isn't it, that?
Beautiful, look at it. Oh, look at the little windows. It's like a little fairy cottage, isn't it, that?
Lovely.
It's a bit of a hippie shop, I think.
This looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the buildings here. So
good,
nice.
isn't it, little? Oh, I like that. Oh, it's a coffee shop. We should have come here. Look, we always pick the wrong place,
actually.
don't we?
Come on, Daisy. Oh, this looks cool, doesn't it? Ebenezer's Emporium.
Good girl, Daisy.
Got hats, that's always a good sign.
Good girl,
Look at this guy.
Daisy. Good girl.
Hello.
Oh, that smell.
Cool, isn't it?
Nice shorts, Reese. Look at them.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
You don't often see shorts, do you?
Look how cool this place is.
So go ahead and leave it. I don't know what's on your mind. And there's no way I can fit.
They've got donkeys. Look at that. Donkeys. I'm not allowed on donkeys anymore though. I got barred when I was a kid because I think I was in Scarborough when I was a kid and I got on this donkey and the kid next to me said, oh, you have to kick it with your foot to make it go faster. So I was on donkey and I used my foot and I kicked its behind while I was sat on it with my foot. I didn't know that I wasn't meant to do that. I was only really little. And it ran really fast up beach and then I got barred off donkeys for the rest of my time on my holidays in Scarborough. I got into really big trouble by mum taking us on. I didn't know though, I just thought we were going to make it run faster. I've not been on a donkey since.
We put on the community tab if anybody had any questions to put them in. So far one person, one person's there to do it.
What question is it? You haven't told me. I've got a question. I'm on the spot now.
One question from Sandra. Hello, Sandra.
Sandra's committed. Well done, Sandra.
Yeah, go on, Sandra. So the question is, where did you two meet and did you have any previous jobs?
Oh.
So there's a funny story to this. So Emma were my boss.
Not his direct boss. It
No,
wasn't
I
like
don't know.
inappropriate.
No, it wasn't inappropriate.
No, I would just higher up in the organisation is
Like
what
she
it was.
is now.
Yeah.
She's still higher up in the organisation now, isn't she? The boss of Romany Pirates.
Reese were naughty and misbehaved at work all the time. He were always doing stuff he wasn't meant to do, misbehaving, weren't you? You're mischievous all the time,
Would you
mischievous.
expect anything less?
I remember him once walking up a corridor with a computer and I'm like, what are you doing? He's got a team of people behind him carrying all his stuff from office. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm moving offices. Why? Because I want to sit with my friend. No, you're in that office. And off you went.
That was Steve. I had Steve watching. Because Steve always had lollipops. So quickly, I wanted to be near lollipops, didn't I? But yeah, so that's where we met. We met when we worked together. Just got our way then because we were stood in the middle of the path. Yeah, previous jobs. So I worked for years and years in the therapeutic setting, doing all kinds of work from sort of helping people struggling with substance misuse, that kind of thing. You've been doing a similar kind of thing.
Yeah, similar sort of stuff, therapeutic work. So I'm psychology trained and so working with people, working with families, people who have been really struggling in their life and what have you, and helping them to move forward, helping them to make new decisions, you know, positive decisions for their life and stuff like that.
And I were a Jack Sparrow lookalike for a while. I was also a magician, so I wrote a few magic books for other magicians, that kind of thing. Yeah, a little bit of
you've
everything,
just done
really.
you've done a bit of everything, haven't you? I've kind of I always stuck in the same line, but Reese has done a bit of everything.
I worked for NHS for a bit with my mate, but that didn't last long because I didn't like asking when I could go to the toilet. So
No, you weren't into that, were you?
You can imagine how that went down. So no, yeah, so that's what we did basically, and that's how we met. Thank you, Sandra, for that lovely question. Get your questions in, they're all bottling it now.
Yeah. You're not committed to causing us. Sandra is definitely committed.
Sandra's leading the way. We're nearly crossed at this thing, and look, it's bleeping and buzzing now.
I just literally said that it's a bit unnerving because you can see the train and the barriers are open, and then all of a sudden alarms went off. Oh, look at him. Good girl, Daisy.
Look at these old type seaside apartments.
Do you know what? I've been walking around in these shoes all day and I still feel like I'm comfortable. I've not got any pain in my ankles or my feet at all.
Good, huh?
They really are good.
So we're gonna head back to Romany now and find a park up. I'm presuming that's the end of the vlog. It's probably blog. Can't even speak now. It's probably been about an hour and a half, this vlog. So I think we're going to end it there, guys. We will continue to explore Cymru, Wales over the next few weeks, however long we're here.
Don't forget to hit subscribe, guys.
Yes.
Hit that subscribe button.
Smash that like button, as other YouTubers say. Hit that like button. It makes sure our video goes out so that it hasn't been absolutely pointless filming it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to keep writing your own story, our lovely little slogan, and we'll catch you next week.
See you next week.
Bye bye.